made it to Bilbao. We got in about 4 o'clock as the flight from Aer Lingus takes off from Dublin at about 1, so with the time difference it's a bit later, but here we are. This is a must visit in Bilbao, the Vina del Ensanche. It is such a great tapas bar. It's got pinchos, which are the small pinchos are kind of like small tapas basically. You just go in for a glass of wine and a beer and a few pinchos. Won't cost you the earth. We just had 2 pinchos, glass of wine and a beer for $8.50. Just to give you a price idea, this costs €1.80, €2. This is a Pinot Meunier champagne, which is absolutely beautiful. I should probably do another vlog on the champagnes and wines I'm drinking on this trip. So we think this is the team bus for AC Bilbao, and their stadiums are in the middle of the city centre, so my football fan self is very excited by this. One thing I love about Bilbao is the contrast of architecture. So all of the old buildings are so well maintained, and that's the right hand side of the river, and then you go over to this side and it's just full of modern structures, which I don't know, I love that contrast. The must-see in Bilbao outside of the Guggenheim Museum is the puppy by Jeff Koons. It's all made from foliage and flowers, and it's so amazing. This is about the 4th time I've been here to see it. So behind me is this really lovely building you can see here. That is Asador Echevarri, which is the 3rd best restaurant in the world, and I get to have lunch in there today. It is in the most stunning setting, which I'm going to show you now. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see. So this here is the bar, and this is like the village bar basically, and it's owned by the restaurant, and the restaurant is actually over here. And if I get a chance, I'll take a little video of the bar because it is absolutely amazing. Considering your village bar just happens to be in the building of the 3rd best restaurant in the world. It's mad. I think what you don't ever kind of realise when you come places like this is look at the mountains. The scenery is just incredible. It's so quiet and beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous place to visit. So we made a little pit stop from Bilbao on the way to San Sebastian in this tiny little town called Getaria. It's by the port. You can just see it's a big fishing port. It also houses some of the most amazing restaurants in the world. So we've just been eating in El Kano, which is the 19th best restaurant in the world, which is incredible, absolutely incredible. It was amazing. Only in San Sebastian would you have a whole shop dedicated to caviar. That is unbelievable. Like, it's a tiny little shop, but that's all they sell. Arrived in San Sebastian. It's Friday afternoon, so I rented a car to get us from Bilbao to Getaria and then to San Sebastian and then back to Bilbao Airport. It's such an efficient service to hire a car here. The airport's very small, so it's not that busy. Now it is off season as well, but anyway, the weather is hilarious because it's so like Ireland. Like, one minute it's really, really sunny like it is now, and the next minute there's like hailstones. But it's still such a nice place. So this is basically like the food capital of Spain, so I will share where I'm going. So after a night of wine drinking, incredible food as well, we are in a bar called Basque Country. Saturday morning. It's a little dull, but it's not as cold and not as windy today. We're just having a look at all of the very brave surfers out in the water. This is such a surfer's paradise because it gets good waves, but it gets really warm in the summer as well. You've got to be prepared for every kind of weather in the Basque Country. Like yesterday we went through about 5 different seasons in one day. It's very like Ireland in that way, but the fact that there's so many things to do here, the weather doesn't really matter. Wherever I go, I will always find a food market. And I found the one in San Sebastian, which is actually underground. It's really interesting. I'm just holding the camera up close to me because I have my mask on. You have to have a mask on everywhere here. But wait till you see this place, it's amazing. So now I'm down by the seafront, which is absolutely beautiful. Look out there. It's the most lovely beach and people are surfing and swimming and walking. The sun is out just momentarily, which is really nice, and it's definitely worth coming down here and having a little bit of a stroll in the morning time because everyone else is out doing the same.